It's time. It's time to wrap this season up. And we're all tired because it's the holiday seasons and we're up later for this. We're just wrapping it up. Meteor's trying hard to finish up his last little bits here.
I'm trying so hard.
Nihan's working hard to finish up his little bits there.
Yep.
Hun is trying to keep her eyes open.
Hey, I'll be helping. Shut your face.
Glad we got this done.
That did not sound tired at all.
Okay. I figured that, as per the norm, we need to end a season like this with a quick walk around. Let me just get the video settings. I turned our render distance down to help with the frame rate, but I don't think it really made any difference, so it didn't matter. Yeah, that is one of our things that we can do. Bunsen did a lot of work with the bees in forestry, so we can technically actually stop the rain. There it goes.
So to answer you, John Fogarty, yeah, I have seen the rain, and now it's gone, so I'm happy. Because my frame rate is a lot better.
So you can see clearly now because the rain is gone?
I see the tree now, Hun. Hun tried to make a Christmas tree.
Please.
I did make a Christmas tree, and then Pac wanted it to be more.
And she used our
beautiful topper on a beautiful Christmas tree.
And she used our redstone blocks to try and decorate it, and it broke the leaves, and she's all mad now.
Well, because I had a perfect little topper on here, and it even had cute little trees on it. It was just a perfect little topper. Boom. And then you were like, no, needs more decorations. But the baubles, the leaves did not like the bobbling. It said no.
Well, we'll see how long we save that for you. Ian just did a backup of the server, so we'll see what happens. But yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I think the first thing is that this is our field. This is where we started. It's the field of growth where we grew all of our stuff.
Field of mini deaths.
It's like the first thing that you do on any of the any TFC servers. Make yourself a really good way of getting food, and this was ours.
Yeah, this is where I get up to my only master rank agriculture one.
And the field obviously has no food on it right now because we ended up having so much of it, and we're storing it so efficiently that we never need to grow anything. It's all still there. We basically live off of potatoes.
Oi!
And what? A lot of potatoes, right?
More than potatoes in our
well, that's what a lot of it. Well, okay, but that's all that we're growing.
Well, yeah, because somebody's got a thing for taters.
Well, we were. It's like the last crop that we didn't have a lot of seeds of, so we were trying to get seeds from that.
It's fine.
And then we kept throwing them at you because it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And over here is the industrial hemp that we were using for our one of our bigger power things, because the hemp combined with the what did it combine with?
I'm back. Sorry if y'all heard that.
This made biodiesel somehow. It was hemp seeds and
sugarcane.
Sugarcane.
That's right. Things.
And over here we have our. But we'll just start all the way over here. I guess that makes sense. This is our tree farm that made it so we didn't have to do the hemp fiber anymore because we were getting the hemp anymore because we were getting chestnuts, and the chestnuts combined with the sugarcane made it so that we didn't really need the hemp anymore because this is outproduced it easily. And then we went away from the sugarcane and went towards plum trees. From the so we didn't need that anymore, and then it was outproducing like crazy. And well, we have a few of those trees left.
We do.
Yeah.
We kind of grew a lot of them. It's mainly because once you get into the forestry stuff, the forestry trees grow so much faster than the TFC trees. So
and we've not been messing with those because we had different power input.
Right. Well, we haven't done. Yeah, like right after we started getting this, we started upgrading it a little bit bigger than that. But we'll get there. Let's go through the town, shall we?
Yeah.
Since that's over here. Let's see. Well, I guess the first one's Nihan's place. Nihan, I've never got a really good tour of your place.
Oh, okay. Well, I built it a long time ago, and I'm the reason that power is all the way out here because I had some help from Firedale and others in wiring everything out here.
In a go.
So I got powered lantern on the front. There's a nice little outside with the mailbox here.
It's part of what protects everything out here from
Yes.
mob spawns.
Yep. Come on inside.
Come on, people
Just
now.
to give you a couple things, power comes down to this charging station for my weapons and stuff, and I've got a security station. Never got much use out of it because I couldn't get worked out. Basement is kind of unfinished, but I got a chest down there with some stuff. And
Well, a lot of people have an unfinished basement, so that's okay.
Yeah, typesetting and
My
the printing
basement isn't
table.
unfinished.
I made the typesetting and the printing table and realized I couldn't use them, and then I was sad.
We're doing tours, Meteor.
This is my bed.
Yes, but I'm
This
trying.
is my gun.
Oh, I'm coming, Meteor.
Grab that. It's my revolver. And this little guy right here is my buddy Roo. He's my robot. And he's the best friend in the world.
He does absolutely nothing.
Oh, he does a lot. He follows me around.
Or now he just kind of sits there and charges.
Oh, he
He's adorable.
He is adorable.
follows me. Come on, buddy.
He has very, very little health.
Oh, yeah, he's very fragile. Come on, buddy. Come on out.
I tried to rename him Rudolph, and I got fleshy face shot.
You did. People kept changing his names. But,
Over there is EA's place. He's got a book
bookstore.
that with a dungeon underneath it that he never finished. I haven't looked at the book, so he's got a grand total of like 20 books. I don't think he intended for there to be that few, because he's got a lot of space in there.
But to be fair,
Oh,
the
I'm sorry,
walls
40
with
books.
books look nice.
They do. They do. This doesn't. His little dungeon back there.
Meteor.
Where
good
he's
glass of the copper.
still torturing a dog. Oh, poor Wolfie. Hi, Firedale. Nice
That's
try. Yes, thank you. It's got safety rails. We're good. We're good. Okay, back this way. I guess we're gonna look at Nevers's house.
yeah, he's got the safety rails down there still, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Where's
good,
that?
because I told him he can't take those off.
Well, what about my house?
Where's your house?
Oh, yeah.
You don't have a house.
You have a
What about
cave.
my cave?
Your
So look at
cave?
your
I thought.
cave.
Well, I don't know where your cave is.
My
It's over
cave's
here.
He has a layer.
It's the glowing spot that...
Is there like a hidden cave in the wall somewhere?
How could you
Yeah.
miss his layer?
It's a joke, hon.
No.
I'm saying read between the lines, hon.
No.
Play along. Oh, God, there's zombies.
You can come
Machine
in.
inside.
Funny pack, Shinji.
And then my little secret gold room.
That's not your secret gold room.
No,
That's my little secret gold room.
it's a little
Okay,
secret. one,
okay.
and then
My
there's the
big
one.
secret gold room is down there.
Yep.
A true dragon's cave, completely encased in gold and silver.
It's
Yes.
beautiful. It is a beautiful thing.
I see you've added silver to this recently. Hello,
Hey, friend.
Friend,
Did you come
you
in
have
here for the free gold?
you have a robber.
I saw that.
Goodbye, friend.
What?
Yeah, I may have added a little bit of padding to my nest.
Fair
A
enough.
little padding.
When you place it, hun, it can't be used.
What?
And I just.
Oh, you placed one of the cubes.
Yep.
Does that mean we have to make
It can't be used as a
another
recipe now.
It can't be used in a recipe.
Oh, that's a bummer.
That's weird.
It
'Cause
adds
it has an
MBT
owner.
data. Yeah. It
That's
adds
still weird.
different
Usually
data.
they account for that.
Mhm.
I guess not. Nevers's place right here.
Never's
It never really got finished.
Arcus.
And Nevers and Arcus, that's true.
So Never's lived upstairs, and Arcus was downstairs.
They got a little bored, so they stopped showing up after a while. Whatever.
Because we can stop the rain, would you be okay with me stopping the rain with the timer?
Yeah. And here's the pig. What was the pig's name?
Pork chop.
Pork chop?
Teacup.
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 No.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
Teacup. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Totally no other dang name.
Thanks for correcting me on that.
I'll even use the thing just so we've used it.
Here lies our Nebbykins. I wonder who wrote this one.
It's a mystery.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Because there's anybody on the server would call him Nebbykins.
Right. I mean,
But Nebbykins.
yeah.
There's Arcus's windmill that never got. It's dilapidated and unfinished, but that's okay. Arcus did great on it, I'm sure. And there's a bear over here, a little bear pen. He finally finished this arena, even though it doesn't do
He's
anything.
barely being sustained. He's not been fed in days.
I fed him last week once.
Yeah, fed him some honey.
How's
Nice
that?
Oh, you're at the bear pit.
Yep.
Oh, dude, we need more
Gotcha.
copper.
And this pack, just to point out, this little railing, he did really, really good work on, because that's actually chiseled plank.
Yes.
What is?
He spent a
This
lot.
right here,
It's all chiseled.
this is chiseled plank.
That's ridiculous.
Really good, Grab.
Too much detail. Had to take him forever. Kept him busy.
Yep, he did well.
And of course, we got the rail that
Killed
killed
many a
two
bear.
bears. They killed 2 bears.
I think
Polar
he killed
bears
3,
specifically. They killed 3 bears,
I
and they're
think
all
so.
polar bears.
because the first one went straight into the wall. Another one died,
Yes, they were
in
all polar
transit.
bears.
and the
Yeah,
other one was
Bear
just
and a mighty chicken
found
in there
dead.
now.
No, they were not all polar bears. Some of them were regular bears.
Okay. And we can go over to Hun's place before we leave town. Do a quick look at Hun's.
which is
No
missing
need to
the
spend a
paw.
lot of time there.
Yeah.
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 Honey is ready for Halloween next year.
We've never taken all we've never took all of them down, including a bear trap out front, which has an odd story behind it that we don't need to get into.
Ironically,
Trying to
In
catch
my
yourself
own
a pack
home.
rat.
there is still a strand of hanging of a happy Halloween.
Oh yeah, that's still And the only reason that some of it got taken down is because I stopped by and I was tall enough.
Yes, you
How they got it up in the first place, I'm not entirely sure.
Destroyed Fred the spider, which needed to die. It was all good.
Okay,
Fred the spider.
this is Hun's banquet table.
It's also her sacrificial table.
Yeah,
Boy.
that too. This is her hostel
Yes.
with 3 extra beds, and then it's her room back here with a Donkey Kong game that's always. Oh no! It broke again.
Oh no!
What broke?
What'll
Donkey
we
Kong.
ever do? Okay, now she's
Painting.
watching Pinocchio.
You.
And Pinocchio's on the
sorry,
TV
sack
now.
of Crap! You messed with my TV.
Well, it's a classic movie, hun. It should be okay.
Guys, stop
Yes.
breaking Hun stuff, please.
Stop breaking my stuff.
I was just trying to change the channel.
Is there more copper anywhere? Because we're out of copper.
No.
Yeah, over on the beach, next to the
Yeah.
lighthouse.
Mhm.
It's overflowing into a second bin.
Oh,
Hey.
that one?
Mm-hmm. And out back we got the hot tub.
Ain't no hole in the wash tub. Yes, we have a hot tub.
It's a really nice hot
and
tub.
the sign, courtesy Mama Rat suggestion, clothing optional.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
Hot.
welcome.
Okay, that's great.
Preferred, please.
And of course,
Preferred
they have the bees here too. The bees are here on purpose because they encourage generation. Unfortunately, they are not set up for nighttime, so they only work in the day.
Yes, they only work during the daytime.
That's a shame. These ones don't. What
Yeah,
are these
that's-
ones? What do these ones do? Endemic.
So the Healy ones.
Endemic?
The native copper
Really?
just gets like thrown into the crusher, right?
No,
No.
in the
Wait, what
enriching
happened?
chamber.
Enriching.
Give me just a moment. I'll get some going.
Okay, let's go. I guess we could stop by the factory real quick.
Defeat
And we don't need to look at the outhouse. That's
Oh no! Come on, everybody, come on down. Take a
we
look.
don't, we don't need to look at the outhouse. It's fine. The outhouse.
Packrat, come.
Why is
Packrat,
there freaking weeds?
We need to look at your place. This is Packrat's house. For those of you watching this on my end,
I didn't do it.
he has a toilet and a bed,
It's just
and it's a nice place to sleep.
it's
Little
just my place. It's just an outhouse. It's all it is.
Just a
Who
place.
lives in the
It's
bathroom
packed
on
down.
TFC? Packrat does, yeah.
It's just a place to relax and do your business.
Over there is Meteor's place. Let's go take a look at Meteor's really quick.
Right here, honey.
Which also sounds like it describes a Holiday Inn Express.
What? What? Sue?
Meteor's place
You
has a
wanna know
lot of
where to put
room.
the copper.
Oh yeah,
has a lot of
you said
open-
the name of it.
Yes, it
Wide
does.
open floor plan.
It makes for a really good place to fill with stuff. Liquid stuff sometimes.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, nobody would ever do anything like that though.
Rat.
And this is
Rat.
our initial build on the server. This is the food hut. The
Hun.
initial food hut.
When you put the compressed redstone, make sure it's in bits of 8. Otherwise, you get left.
Oh, I did 2 bits of 8. I just didn't have enough things to turn it off. Use it all.
Yeah, that's the original food hut. Refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
We can add light here now. I don't think it matters anymore.
No.
Yeah, because all the food now gets stored way up in this. I guess I need to get a thing, don't I? Okay, let me get a cable thing.
Get to ride up. Make sure you look up when you go.
Okay,
It's all
so
of
give me this thing. Go and nope. Come on, game. Thank you, game. Little bit
Here you go,
laggy.
Meaty.
The closer we get to the far side of the town, the worse it gets. And you notice the laser being shot to this place? That's the power source. So coming from the factory by laser up here is how we power the refrigerators.
One of the most awesome ideas ever.
Yes.
Yes, I love
Even
that.
niftier that it worked.
Yes.
Now, normally it stays completely dark up here. I'm just going to add a little bit of light just so we can see. But this is how it works. Drone depot chest. When it drops food downstairs, which it does do, it just drops the food below by way of this thing over here. Yeah, this thing by way of a remote signal coming from the surface. It drops them from these chests here, which
Directly
is
into
just
my
about to
side.
run out too. Flags indicate it's empty. These are the refrigerators. They will basically store this forever as long as they stay on. So, and they do. This is all the extras. This is what we used to be what we stored in before the refrigerators. Yeah, yeah, and that's over here we got some vessels, and this is Han's hemp stash. Okay. Anyways, moving on.
Boy.
Lag?
Well,
not
it's
the
still
one-
there. You never removed it.
I am not the one who put that up there.
But it's
Arcus
still
did
there.
it. And
Yes,
you were-
Arcus did that. Okay.
Yes, and you were terrible.
Arcus
swears.
totally did that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did it, not
Arcus did no. Arcus did that. Arcus is the one who did
I
that.
Moving on.
remember now. I was
Mhm.
blaming the poor Arcus, and it was the rat all the time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anyways,
what a
yeah,
pest.
that means nothing. That's okay. That's our original to-do list that still has stuff on it that we've just never taken off. Build fridges. I think we finished that.
I think we did almost all of the to-do lists this season.
Build a barn and pasture.
No, we
Build a
didn't.
chicken coop. Sleeping bags. It's been done. Justice. Well, it's always active.
We had a courtroom.
We have had many
we
justice
literally
days.
had justice.
Mm-hmm. This is the forgery. It's got a giant beacon on the top of it because we'd like being able to have speed and regeneration within the
I
range
went
of
to
town.
sleep and had an awesome bright idea, and when I woke up, that was over my head.
What? The
beacon.
The beacon. You're
remember
a
you
bright
started
light.
building the beacon when I fell asleep.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now, a lot of the stuff is still active because a lot of the stuff uses the original TFC mechanics, so it still works. We got like the steel anvils and the forges still get use if we got to build like armor or something like that. So
Thank
this
you
stuff
for
is
the
not
sign.
all
Be
defunct.
careful with redstone. Do not overfill. Meh.
And of course, then we got the improved blast furnace, which is still here. This is where we store a lot of our ores.
A lot of really good things.
A lot of our ores, but this is like backstock of ores themselves, not ingots. So yeah, and then we have our corner of shame of unknown ingots.
Yes, the unknown ingots.
Corner of shame. Yep. Our advanced fluid tank. This actually holds steam. This is our hot spring tank. It actually will pick, by way of a funky mechanic and mechanism, we're able to pick up buckets of steam, hot steam, and carry it around. So
Yes.
yeah,
We're able
that
to
works.
carry it
That is the only way to move hot springs in TFC is by cheating. So if it works, it works.
If it works, it
Win
works,
TFC.
right?
And these are the recipes that we know, like the axe recipes are. It's good to write them down per server because they change per server. Every seed has a different recipe. So
I did not know that. That is interesting.
you didn't know that? Yeah.
No.
That way you can't just copy it down for. That way you can't just learn it in one thing and
That's actually
go
really
for
cool.
the rest of them.
Yeah. That's a nice little mechanic.
Mm-hmm. This is the barn. This particular one is for the sheep.
Sheep barn.
Yep. This server initially had the mod starts with a weather mod, and we had to make sure to make barns and stuff like that that could withstand the storms because, well, let's just say that these aren't the first sheep.
The barns would withstand the storms. The animals inside of them not so much.
Getting sucked out the windows.
That was.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, these are not exactly storm proof. They're storm
Doing a
resistant.
neutron dance.
And we originally had the sheep just kind of sitting outside, and that went well for them. Yeah. So, and then we have the cows over here, and we have the pigs over here. There's separation between the males and the females, so they don't auto breed. Because in the last mod pack that we played, they auto bred themselves. They don't in this one, but it's good to have it because that was annoying.
Last time.
That was annoying because you just suddenly had hundreds of pigs and you didn't without doing anything. Back there is the horse pen that was actually built by Dunk. He came on here. Dunk Liliostis came in here and built that, and then we kind of used it and changed it, and it just got destroyed by various windstorms. And there's a few horses left and stuff like that. I haven't ridden them enough, honestly. It's just so hard to ride. I don't like riding them if there's a chance they're going to die before we get back, because they take a little while to, get ready. Getting them to trust you takes time. Chicken coop.
Hey, honey.
With the last animal that we got, chickens.
For every
Yes,
stack
indeed.
of steel,
And they stay
use
in the
4
coop. They're
redstone
very,
Precious.
very, very nice.
Bunsen's area is over here. He's got
Yes.
two bee houses. This one's for like the bee processing, I think. Bunsen is the creator of this mod pack. He joined us. He has had a lot of fun with us on here. He's spending time with his kids for the holidays, so he's not probably going to probably be able to hop on. He actually got pretty far in forestry. That's why we got a lot of the bee stuff. So got onto it later on in the game, but once he got into it, he really had a lot of fun with it. Going over there will probably kill you, so you don't go over there.
Don't go over there.
Creeper bees.
Yeah.
Hey, Pack, you should demonstrate that.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. That's just fine.
Run over there.
No, I'm good. And he's got more bee processing over here. All the bee machines and stuff like that. So I know what they all are, but so does everybody else. We don't need to go into them forever because every mod pack has forestry in 1.7.
Yeah.
So this
Forestry
is
and carpenters and all that. Squeezers. and all
well,
that good stuff.
especially forestry. It's like everything because everybody has to have bees. Over there is Liage's area. This is Lighthouse.
Yes.
I've
Lighthouse
never been
is
inside
lag.
that thing.
If you look at it, your frame rate will drop by 30 frames. Guaranteed.
Before we go in there, you might see these around the place. These are excavators. These are. We had to like check around all these areas one chunk by one chunk to figure out which ones had extra ores in them from industrial from immersive engineering, and this is one of them. This gets copper and gold. It is full because we don't need 8,000 ingots of copper right now. So it's basically we needed some, and I just left it there. So, but yeah. Anyways, Lighthouse.
Butterfly. I said butterfly.
Really?
Oh, kill it!
Kill it. Kill it. It'll destroy us all.
The one single butterfly is what's because of the entire lag.
What a good kitty.
Yes.
Do
What
we
a
have
good kitty.
any more gold anywhere, Fardo?
I just said we're mining copper and gold on the beach.
Look over here, honey.
Oh, you say copper and gold. I went and
I
got
did.
copper.
Look over
I
here,
forgot
honey.
Gold.
Yeah, Liage does a really good aesthetic job on things, so he spent a
Yes.
lot of time over here. That's why the lighthouse looks incredible using the TFC mechanics.
Look at the chest over in the ore processing area, honey.
Totally no
Sorry, hon.
naughty goods being brewed here. Potion of invisibility. Okay.
Are you coming, honey?
I wonder what that could possibly be.
I...
And then we have the lighthouse up here. What is this anyways? Yellow clay block cover.
Where's
Over
fire?
in the factory, honey.
I
does
was
look
in
really
there.
cool,
I didn't
doesn't it?
see you anywhere.
The ore processing area. Near the stairs that go up to the second floor.
Oh, that 5 times place.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, buddy.
Yep.
There's the ship that doesn't work. There's supposed to be a mobile ship mechanic thing that.
Yes. And
Well,
the
it
ship-
does
it
work.
worked. It just
Yeah,
didn't work
it
very
works.
well.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
It was just kind of not really the best.
Well,
It breaks the
And-
server, but it works.
Yeah.
it's also like slow as molasses.
Okay, now we get to the actual like. Well, I'll do one more aesthetic thing.
Mhm.
Well, 2 more. Well, not aesthetic and basic things. One, we have the tree and fruit tree farms over there. Actually, look at those better just by looking at the map. Because first of all, it's nighttime. Second of all, they're pretty huge. We have a line for just about every tree type here,
Zing, zing,
especially
zing, zing.
Douglas fir, which just grows like crazy, and that's like was our main wood source for a long time. But you can see them all along here. We even got sequoias growing over here and over here, and ignore this thing over here. Yeah, the giant sign that doesn't exist.
And
And we have Pigville, our
Yes.
resident mascot of all things TFC.
At you, Pack, if you forgot Pigville.
I was not. How?
Pigville.
Well, he's got a giant pink camera. How could I forget Pigville?
yes, Pigville is the best.
Yeah.
Isn't that right? Isn't that right?
This is Pigville Mark II on this server. Or is it
Those
3?
storms that he mentioned earlier.
Pigville 2.
Is he 2 or 3? I know one died to a mistake early on in the mod pack, and then one.
If one died to a mistake early on, then the second one
That's
got killed
Pigville
by the
number
tornado.
2.
Yeah,
The
That-
first
that-
one was
Hey,
the
honey.
tornado.
Yeah, the
Oh,
second
okay, that's
one.
what I thought.
Honey, you can stop.
The second one was the second one was to the storms, and this one is now stored very, 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 very safe, and with his own spa. So even if he takes damage, he can slowly heal himself. So nothing can happen to this Pigville.
Nothing. He's safe forever.
Is the last one done, Meteor?
It is. The last one is done.
Okay, we'll
We
be in there in a
have
little
giant battery.
bit. Well, now hook it up and start filling it.
I
He
did.
is.
Well, sweet. We'll be in there in a little bit. Okay, next is the
Thank you.
storage room. I suppose. No, honestly, our last storage room was actually a lot better, but this one's pretty good. We definitely have the stone storage that we usually have. A spot for every single type of rock type in the game. We didn't find all of them, really. We didn't spend a lot of time searching for all of them this time. This was a really weird server. It had a lot of things that were really distant. Yeah. Yeah, that's what everything ended up being, is claystone and chalk and stuff like that. But we didn't find a lot of some of these things because they were either very distant or just in very small
find any phyllite.
Yeah, which is really weird. Usually we find everything at some point, but this one was really strange. But that's okay. It's good to have it a little bit different. That's our wall of tools, including all of our sluices that basically you can't store them in chests. You can't store them by placing them on the ground, so you basically find a spot on the wall and chuck them on there. And there they sit.
And make it look like a giant sluice itself.
And
yes, that was my master plan.
And here is our wall of shame for the steel hammerheads.
And who did that?
It's kind of a combination thing, but mainly me.
You.
No, I don't take full blame for that one. So the hammerhead was kind of left on the thing. So
don't be blaming me. For
I'm taking 70-30. I'm taking 70-30 on that one.
I think it's 100-0 because I think operator error is 100% on the operator.
Okay.
You gotta check your equipment before you use it.
I did. It was a square. They're all squares. You have a hammerhead. You have a plate. You have like half the tools are a square.
I think I'm gonna have to have you reassigned to a different division.
The dump chest, which is always full of something that we're always dumping on, hon. Yeah, this is, and the design actually kind of like the design of this place. This basically feels. This place basically feels like a little warehouse where it's just got the tin walls that are just barely holding the place together. I love that feel. It actually does feel like a small warehouse that way.
It does.
Feels like storage, like a storage shed.
We actually used to have a whole bunch of work tables and stuff like that out in this field where we were just building random crap in the middle of nowhere before we had that factory. In front of the factory, we have the step ladder.
Yep.
Because that's what I kept calling it, because I'm an idiot.
You kept calling it the ladder.
I couldn't stop myself. I kept saying that they'll take the ladder down or something like that.
You kept saying the ladder. You kept saying the ladder, but it was steps. So finally, Fired Elders went. It's the step
ladder. Yeah.
Which was perfect.
This is the sulfur room where we just get all the sulfur that we need. Down there is a whole bunch of tunnels.
Remember, Pack. Remember the tagline: the step ladder. You're not my real ladder.
Okay, so down there is the giant tunnels that go everywhere. That's actually we could fight. I'm not going all the way down there. There's a mechanic in this where you can fight the Wither you can fight blue and red steel zombies to get different equipment and stuff like that. That's how we were able to get the
beacon.
The beacon. So yeah. We needed to kill enough skeletons down there to get the Wither skeleton, and then just beat the Wither. So,
yes. Which
is oddly enough, the Wither itself is probably the least challenge in that fight. So, yeah, because he's the vanilla mob. So, you gotta love that mechanic.
All right.
TFC has some really weird mechanics for health, so I love it for that. Let me just have myself another sandwich because I'm getting a little low. And finally. The warehouse.
The warehouse. I was just
the warehouse of lag.
It is a beautiful machine.
The look of the warehouse is beautiful. Elias put a lot of work into this place. I'm sorry, the factory. Excuse me, it's the factory. I call it the warehouse.
5 times.
I'm an idiot, and we all said it until you corrected us. Okay, the factory.
Thank you.
The factory. This is our original power source. Like I was saying, this is the the diesel generator. This is the stuff that combines together to make the biodiesel to run that.
Other materials, anyways.
We have a few windmills and stuff like that that were a part of our
we don't have much work to fill. That thing's
Yeah,
almost.
we
the last
slowly
one's pretty much
upgraded our
almost full.
power.
This is our field of
Mhm.
sugar cane. Well, actually, they're reeds in this, aren't they? Yeah, these are reeds.
And
Yep.
they're
That's
not
right.
being replanted for some.
Oh, well, they will. They will.
Yeah,
Firedale
after
spent a
that, they
lot of
spawns.
time in this one. Basically, they will be ripped up, then they will be picked, and then they will be replanted, even if they will also lose half their crop by despawning due to mechanics of the game. But it works!
It does.
It works! It's a
Really,
little
really
funky, but
well.
it works.
And what's this giant thing here, Pack?
Which giant thing?
Next.
Where are you? Well, I was getting there. Let me turn my head. That's the mechanism evaporation tanks, which are the things that make the brine and make the lithium that we use for stuff inside. They are huge, and they took a long time, and we have a third one for absolutely no reason. Because Bunsen decided to use a mechanic that I didn't know was active in this version of the game that uses resistive heater to just make this sucker go, insane, because it just pumps out crazy amounts of heat. So, and outproduces whatever we need. That was kind of cool. As soon as it turned on in the daytime, it just drained all the brine to turn into lithium. That was kind of cool. Still, it produces way more than
I
we
just
can
heard a
use right
Skype
now.
call
So,
somewhere.
Yeah.
That was
Not-
fired.
okay, you'll excuse the frame rate. The frame rate at this point is going to get bad because 1.7 Minecraft. We can only do so much.
Yes.
This is the charge pad that we use to charge all our stuff. Yeah, it makes the best sound in the game.
I kept forgetting about that.
It
Just
is
putting my
moving
stuff
sound.
in.
Sorry, my mother now contacts me through Skype.
You lucky man. She's discovered technology.
Congratulations. This is your life for the next 90 years.
This is okay, so that was the initial power. And here is all of the machines. One of the reasons that I wanted to make sure that we made this place huge, I didn't want to have everything that get contained in like one chunk and one vertical. I wanted to spread it out so the lag wasn't too bad.
And I
Yeah.
think we used most of the space in here.
Yeah,
really
it's
did.
still, it's not as bad as it's been. Hey,
I'm
Bunsen, there
impressed
he
that we
is.
used as
Hey,
much of the
there's
space as
Bunsen.
we did.
This was one of like the first builds that we had. Here's the mechanism area for doubling and then tripling ores. We got all the basic stuff, the infusing factories, the enriching chambers, and all that other stuff. It's up in a row. This is our pneumatic craft area with this beautiful build that Firedale and Lodge both worked on a little bit to make it so that we can get our plastics that were needed in a lot of stuff to upgrade things. They needed to be encased in something in order to maintain their heat, and it didn't matter how large the block was to contain the heat, so just having these little panels up just makes it look like a giant tank, and it's very, very effective. It produces a ton of plastic, and the smoke that comes out of this stuff actually does go up that smokestack and go out through the top of the factory.
Which is
Yeah,
Um,
I'm sad because after the weather mod went away, the smoke did too.
Aw, that's a shame. And then you have the pressure chamber. We have the heater that goes with that. This is our giant. Is this the battery you're filling up right now?
No, that's
No, that's a
the
tiny
little battery.
This is the tiny battery. Okay. Yeah.
Over
This,
here's the big
that's
one.
the
stuck in
mediocre
the hole.
battery.
yeah. This only has 3.6 gig RF. That's all. This is the one where we pick up and transfer places so we can run. So we can get
You should have, Bunsen.
power,
Would've been
get
great.
ores and stuff like that. Should have put weather mod back on.
Are we able to
Gotcha.
see it by going down?
No, it's
this
just set.
this teleporter never worked. I don't know what we ever did with that.
I mean,
It
you can
worked.
look
No,
in
it
and
worked.
see
It
We
did
just
it?
didn't have a use for it.
This is the mechanism
Yeah.
plastics that are being made, the HDPE pellets. That's still a thing. This was one of Firedale's early builds. He loves this thing. He initially built
its own power.
Yeah, but you initially built it downstairs, and I made you bring it upstairs because it looks cool. It's supposed to look like this on the surface.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't regret that, and I don't think he regrets that. It looks really cool up here. So
It
You
does.
put-
It's very
You
nice.
put reeds on the top, and you get pellets out the side and power.
and it's cool. And over here is the pneumatic craft. What are these called?
Aerial interfaces.
Aerial interface. These are one of the more popular things in AnodeCraft. I just keep forgetting the names. What they do is if I put something in this hopper, it will go to the person that placed the block. The one here is missing. I don't know whose that could possibly be.
It's Pack Rats because he took it out because he didn't want people giving them stuff.
And I don't know why I would possibly think that that would ever happen.
Because people kept abusing your goodwill.
Keeps abusing it.
I wasn't the only one. I was just an illustrator of it. But yeah. So every time that thing was down, I was constantly getting bombarded with stuff. So I picked it up too, and that happened. But yeah, it's really handy when you're going on a long distance and you forget
there's been a few times when people went out and needed stuff and we were able to just send it to them.
It's like really helpful.
Last episode.
Yeah. Over here, the arc furnace, and of course the stamping machine, the metal press, and the grinders and all that stuff. This is the cool little sucker right here. This is our giant wall of dusts and ingots. Both the grinder and the the crusher and the arc furnace both automatically dump into this by way of some pipes that go underneath. This dumps into this chest, and the chest goes through mechanism pipes over to there, which gets auto-deposited into this thing. We had to kind of go back and forth with stuff and things because I don't think the mechanism pipes recognize the storage drawer controller, so we kind of had to move stuff back. And they also didn't recognize the arc furnace, so we had to use conveyors to go to chests, and chests to pipes, and then pipes to conveyors, and then the conveyors to the drawers.
But it looks
convoluted,
so awesome.
but it worked.
Yep, it worked. This is one of the first things that I wanted in this factory. It just took a long time to get to it because, well, the drawer controller is not cheap, and neither were any of the drawers. All the upgrades took a little while to get to. So, and of course, then there's Firedale's brilliant little machine back here that he used Steve's factory manager to make it so that it automatically makes the dusts and everything and combines them all together to turn into the black steels, and then when you send that back through again, the red steel and the blue steel. So it will automatically make those. All you gotta do is pop stuff out and move it around to it can't cook the stuff, obviously. So we still need to manually put the dust in the arc furnace and manually grind down the dust that need to go in there, but it's a freaking lot more convenient than doing it by hand.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Oh,
Right,
it
but
is
the
so
ratios
much
right
better.
there,
Yeah, because
It's a pain.
red and blue steel. Red and blue steel are both lossy and a pain in vanilla TFC. They're worth it if you're doing single player or just doing a little bit where you gotta make an armor every month. This is not vanilla. This is modded, and half the stuff requires red and blue steel late in the game. So, yeah, we needed something to auto-make that, and Firedale did an excellent job on that. It took him like a full day.
To do it with auto crafters and everything else.
Yeah, because we couldn't figure out a good way to do it, and he finally. I hate Steve's factory manager, and I love it when it works. I hate making it work. So
I can't blame him. You should see the code in that thing.
Yeah, you spent literally an entire day on here, like from like 3 to 11, just coding that thing over and over.
The planning of it before and laying it out in the mock-ups.
Yeah, because I had to work it out to figure it out because I'd never used Steve Factory Manager before.
Yeah, that one was insane. This is our mechanism miner. We have like 3 of those. This is and they're all, of course, fully upgraded. The tanks that hold our brine and our lithium before they get processed to go into the reactor that we have over here, which is providing a crap ton of power. This thing produces like millions of, or what is it? Well, this thing produces like 100,000 hour per tick, but we got something better that it works with right now. It also has a laser over here that it likes to crash whenever we restart the server. So we have a laser here that we fill up and then just fire at it, which is currently it is full again.
Yeah, it's full. Yeah.
Yep. And no, I think we're good.
Yeah, we'll probably all right.
And over here is one of the last things that we did is 5 times processing. That's what Firedale was working on last episode, and the episode before that, getting this up and running for all those ores that we don't need to process anymore.
Nope.
But it was an accomplishment.
just in time.
And
It
then
was an
back here in this
accomplishment.
hole-
Yes.
back
We
here in this
actually did
hole
use it
is
just
the
a minute
battery
ago.
we just.
Yep.
For the battery.
And this is Bubba George.
Yours.
Bubba George decided to get stuck on two conveyors at some point. The conveyors just point towards each other, separated by a block, and he got totally stuck on that and can't leave. So we surrounded him, so he really can't leave and get mad at us, and he just dances for us. And
it was totally accidental that this happened.
yeah.
And
It really was. That was not sarcastic. It actually was totally accidental that happened.
But so cool. We had to make sure that it always stayed that way.
Well, you'll get your boomie in. You'll get
And
your
he
boom.
won't teleport away. We've tried.
Yeah, he just stays there. And we just put this around him so he doesn't get angry at us. And
There you go.
there we go.
Bunsen, no.
Are you trying to kill Bunsen?
I
Bunsen,
bumped him
no.
into the laser, but he was supposed to move.
He's so laggy.
He's AFK.
He just landed on top of it and stayed there.
Okay. But I've been saying, oh, there's actually two things. One is up there is the computer craft stuff that EA was working on. That's actually a cool looking little manager's office up there. He put a lot of work into that one for the couple of days that he was on here. But the big one, literally, is our turbine reactor down here that the main reactor is actually feeding to.
Industrial mascara applicator.
The supersized reactor, which is actually being used right now. It's actually not transferring power fast enough to go into your battery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's producing what's its 5.76 million 76 million RF per tick when it's functioning.
No, it's how much it's making right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's making it right now.
It is making that, and that's feeding into the battery.
Yeah, it's trying to. It just can't pull it out fast enough because its thing is stutter stopping.
Yes.
We don't have enough pulling out because we just Meteor just finished the giant battery, which we gotta go. We're gonna look up Mech really quick, and we're gonna look at this battery really fast because he made 7 ultimate induction cells. The ultimate induction cells require 4 elite induction cells and an ultimate energy cube, which each take 4 advanced induction cells and an elite energy cube, which each take 4 basic induction cells and an advanced energy cube, which each take 4 energy tablets, and each one of those steps takes 4 energy tablets all the frickin' way up.
Which takes gold and...
it's like thousands and thousands of bits and pieces and blocks to put together before he was able to get that sucker set to go. But it
was the bane of my...
But it kept you busy.
It did.
It kept you busy.
It made you guys happy.
Only killing the
So where is it?
What the zombie head? Rude. Bunsen. We're not all meteor down here.
Are we stuck?
Yes.
No, yeah, it's stuck.
There. Bunsen put a zombie head on top to troll meteor, but we all got slapped with it.
So the actual battery is down here, isn't it? It's not. There's nothing showy about it. There's nothing showy about it. It's just a big white thing, just like that one. It's just the size of the thing that's in there. So this one holds.
Nope. It's okay. It's okay.
1.15 trillion RF. That's a lot. That's a lot of RF. So and we're actually almost got it filled. So that's kind of fun. And okay, there's just one more thing left to do. You guys ready?
Yep.
So in order to get the gems that we needed in this world to make all this stuff. Does anyone have a? Oh no, I got a sandwich. I'm good. We needed to dig a ginormous hole in the planet because every single block that was getting. I just gotta get some water real quick. 1 second. Every single block that was being mined has a small percentage of getting a gem, and every gem that you get has a small percentage of being a better one, and a better one, and a better one, until you might actually get the gems that we actually needed to build things and the mechanism stuff later on in the game. So we kind of just set up the miners to mine a lot.
Yep.
And, well, it's kind of got a giant chasm underneath our home. A really, really giant chasm. That, yeah,
It's very big.
yeah, you could have, like, football games down here. It's huge. As you could tell by looking at...
It's kind of dark.
Well, yeah. As you can tell, this is also a source of sulfur that I started working on last 2 episodes. It worked, kinda. As you can tell, every single time anything shifts anywhere on the roof, it falls. So, we figured one of the best ways that we could finish off this particular series was to try to do it for realsies. What if we set off enough gunpowder to blow out the entire area underneath our town? So,
into this hole.
What Nihon's been working on for the last this whole TFC
Most
day
of the time, yeah, most of the time
was making as much gunpowder as possible. For those who don't know, the gunpowder mechanics in TFC are a little bit different. See, unlike with vanilla Minecraft, when you make a TNT, you use 5 gunpowder and 4 sand, and you make 1 TNT, and it makes 1 small boom. In this, you make a barrel, fill it with stacks of gunpowder, and light it to make a gigantic boom.
Yes.
There's a good spot like right here, Nihon. Wherever you're at. And he's been kind of making as much as possible. Now, when I say as much as possible, it's still not easy to get gunpowder in TFC, even in the start stage of the game.
I got 3 barrels full.
Now, that doesn't sound like much. Each barrel holds 12 stacks of gunpowder. 1 TNT is 5 gunpowder. 1 gunpowder barrel is 12 stacks.
Yeah.
We're going to set off 3.
Each of those barrels is roughly 154 TNT going off.
At one time. And TFC definitely gives you your money worth when that happens. Okay.
So that's going to be about 460 blocks.
Where are you?
Oh, right over by the barrels.
Well, okay. I don't know where the barrels are. I'm waiting downstairs for you to set them up.
They're out here in the middle.
Oh, we're going to put them underneath, remember?
Ah, yes. Does someone want to help me carry the other 2 over here then?
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll wait for you guys downstairs.
Where are they at?
There's 2 of them over, sitting over here in the middle. There's 2 more sitting on the ground. One meteor can grab one. The right meteor? No. Huh? No, that's not the right one.
Okay, a little laggy. Okay, hold still.
Right over here.
Hold still. Okay, no lag.
Turn around. Right there.
I'm actually going to remove the lava.
I'll grab both of them.
Come on, you stupid game. Let me up. I'm going to grab the lava and see if we can get that to get out of the way before it becomes an issue, because the lava will block a little bit of the blast.
Okay.
I think I still got the blue bucket on me. Right? Yeah, I got it on me. Right where the ceiling changes, there's like a spot at the top of the ledge. Yes. That's a good spot for a couple barrels. So feel free to toss them over there.
So like right up here?
No. Right where no. Right on top of the giant area. Yeah.
Well, you guys are setting up. I would like to say something.
I was just getting the lava. Yeah, keep going. Go ahead.
Firedale has just pointed out that auto shut off is set for T-minus 7 minutes. T-minus minutes. Ian, if you want your boom, you may want to turn that off or
right here.
Delay it by an hour or something. We're not going to be that long, but let's not have the server kick us off right as we're about to go bada boom.
Yeah, that right here.
Rude. It would be funny, and I would laugh as Pat got his boom interrupted. But...
Yeah.
Okay, where you got your barrels there? Okay, there's one. Go ahead.
I placed my barrel already.
Okay. We do have a slight issue now.
Yes.
Somebody needs to set it off.
Huh? Well, I still have a barrel to place. Where are we putting mine?
Where are you?
I'm right here.
We'll put it on the ledge next to it.
Okay.
Is right? Yeah. Just right there's good. That's
There.
perfect. Okay. Does anybody have? Oh, I got a lever on me.
You have a lever on you. Okay.
Of course, I got a lever on me. That's a given. The problem is that TFC doesn't have any delay. So the moment that I flick this lever, it's going to be like 1 second and boom. So I'm going to go boom. You guys might want to back away and come back in a minute.
You want me to
Bunsen volunteers, media
get some
volunteers.
redstone and...
Bunsen's volunteer distribute.
Okay, I'll put this...
That's very nice, Bunsen.
right.
I'm going to grab some blocks
There.
to build
You
with.
see it? Right next to you, right behind you, Bunsen.
And some
Okay, I'm going to... You have flint?
Bunsen has flint.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fly around down here. We'll be ready to go as soon as everybody's ready to go.
I'm ready. You say when you
I
say
have
boom,
blocks,
I'm just gonna
reds.
float up a bit and watch it. I just want to see it cave in from above.
Yep, I'm flying above it right now.
Okay, you guys ready?
Hang on,
Bunsen,
hang on.
That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting to see who's ready.
I brought blocks and redstone so that you don't have to be right next to it.
No, you're fine. Bunsen said he's
It's
going to do
okay.
it.
Okay.
You guys ready?
Yes.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Goodbye, cruel.
Do it! Well, Bunsen's kind of listening on the side here. Hopefully he was able to hear that.
Ow.
Oh!
Bunsen blew up. Packrat blew up. Media Freak blew up.
I'm
I
dead.
don't know
Yeah,
why I thought
died.
that it was going to work. I was hoping to be able to see all that falling, but that does not surprise me in the least. Okay, all right, let's
I
go see what happens.
I
Let's
was
go see
on
what
the other side of the cavern.
Yeah, so was I. So was I. I have a feeling there's a mess down there right now. We might need to go.
There is no way for me to get my stuff. I was up in the air.
So was I. I was hang gliding. I was hoping to be able to see stuff falling around. That didn't happen.
Were you underground?
Oh yeah.
I was above ground and I think I got killed.
You think you got killed?
No, Neon,
I
you
can't
have
tell.
not
I'm waiting for
died.
the lag.
You,
What?
Bunsen, Pack, and Meteor were the only ones who died.
Oh. Okay.
There's gonna be a the explosions break all the blocks and they end up on the ground as entities. That way it's good for mining. So there might be a few entities on the ground.
You have done much, actually.
Really?
Oh,
down
the
there?
ladders are all gone.
Well, that's not surprising.
What? Did you say? Oh, Meteor Freak has fallen from a high place.
We need to put some ladders down again so we get down. It doesn't seem to have done much. Seems to have blown out a couple blocks and that's...
I don't know about nothing. It definitely did something.
It did.
Ow. Okay, let's...
Game mode?
I mean, there's some distraction, but
Can you put me in game mode too?
How do I do that for you?
/ game mode 1 space Q?
That didn't do anything.
Did.
Okay.
I see
Bunsen, you need that too?
Floating death. I see Bunsen's
There we
floating
go.
grave.
So our boom didn't do what we hoped.
That doesn't mean that is the last boom.
Oh.
Doesn't,
That's-
because we have creative.
Yeah. That's what we were... I want to see what we were able to do in this first.
Not dang
Oh,
near
over there.
enough.
Yeah, it just blew off the top, it looks like, unfortunately.
Yeah.
They took out some things, but it didn't take out a whole lot.
Oh, that is pretty though. Look at I still love that pattern. Look at that.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it
it's a
Oh, yeah.
beautiful destructive boom.
It
just-
chunked the heck out of everything. Yeah.
It just didn't collapse anything. We wanted to see
No.
a single.
Give me time. Give me time.
Oh boy, he's got some stuff he's working on.
Of course I do. Okay. Give me a second here. Let's go right here.
It's kind of sad that those things don't have a... Is there a way to add a timer to them? Or is it just instant?
Lots of sulfur.
There's a buffer block.
Well, yeah, you could just do comparators and stuff like that. Of course it's possible.
I have to refill my... Yep.
Let's see.
And boots, because they're about to die.
That didn't work. Try that again. Okay. I'm gonna need to go out of creative. Go out of creative and grab this one. Okay.
Pack. Yeah.
1 second. I just opt you.
You game moded me.
Well, I don't know if I can opt you.
Should be able to as an.
Hoping that this works. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. Now I have a super barrel of gunpowder.
Oh boy.
And I have a tunnel that I happened to make a little bit before this with the intention of having lava going down it. That doesn't mean that it doesn't have the perfect ledges for putting barrels on top of. Where is that? There it is. It's right over here. Perfect. Okay. Give me a minute.
Yeah, just give us a warning so we can climb it now if we want to.
Oh, I'll give you a warning. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
If you opt me, I can do it.
There we go. I think that'll probably do it. And just to be absolutely sure, let's just go ahead and do one.
Thank you for the pretty
How many do you
steel maze.
Here, 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 here.
Oh my god.
And here and here.
Oh, it's gonna crash the server. I'm gonna want to get the hell out of here.
Well, that's,
Here, here,
yeah.
here, here, here. Here, 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 here.
I imagine he will.
And game. Don't
Yeah,
freeze
it's
on
actually
me.
pretty chilly in here too, but
Game. You did not! Game froze.
Did the server just shut down?
My game just froze.
No,
I don't think so. I'm moving. Bunsen just
Yeah,
died.
I'm moving. Pack.
I'm moving.
I
Pack, you've displeased the server. The gods.
think I have.
Of TNT are not happy with you.
You may have overkilled your
Pack, bro.
You know, I
overplayed
just
your-
was clicking too quickly. TFC hates creative mode. That's all. TFC just hates creative mode. It's got to reopen it. It'll just take 5 minutes because it's 1.7 and it's got to load all the mods. So how's everyone else doing?
I'm doing great.
There it goes. It's finally loading.
For some reason, the barrel with everything.
Pack, we can't see nothing in the cave. Thank you, K Big Liar. That's awesome. It's still loading. Why is it still loading? What is it doing? There it goes. It is taking its sweet time this time. Because, you know why? Because it's the finale. So of course it's got to take its sweet time this time.
Of course, it knew what it was gonna do.
Yeah, of course. TFC has potions, right? TFC modded has potions, Redfire.
Mhm.
I don't think original TFC has potions. I know it has liquor, which has some random potion effects that occur when
does,
you
yes.
drink enough of it. Not often. Sometimes I think the idea is that when you drink it, you think that you can breathe underwater for a while. So it gives you like a small waterproof buff, or water breathing buff for a while, and that's about it. And and like it makes you think that you got strength 2 for a little bit and stuff like that. Yeah, it also makes you slur your words horribly when you type, and then kill you from alcohol poisoning when you drink too much of it, because that also happens. So yeah. Outside of that, vanilla TFC does not have potion mechanics. Bunsen did add some to this mod pack, though, by way of barrels, brewing things, and actually getting netherrack. Or netherwort. How did we get netherwort? I don't remember that. Is anyone still here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm just talking to myself on a blank screen. I wouldn't mind if anybody else filled this in. That'd be fine.
Oh, I'm filling it in.
He's
filling-
meaning the air space. You mean are you putting whoa Meteor?
What?
You just said I'm filling it in. Does that mean you are putting more explosives down?
Yes.
Okay, hold. We want to be able to actually see the explosion happen and not.
Yes,
just,
I know. I'm waiting. I'm not gonna light it.
No,
no.
not that.
Each
You may not want to
individual
overdo
one.
the
Yeah,
barrels
probably-
by too much. What Bunsen just said.
We might kill the whole thing and then.
And then we can't see any explosion. And we've done that
I'll be honest,
before.
I probably overdid it a little bit myself, but
Already.
you did not want to add more.
All right, I'm doing this one.
Yeah, please. Any more?
You don't remember the last one, do you?
You may not
I
have been here
I
for the
remember
very
the last one.
Uh,
I remember last time
I don't know
we
if
did
I was here
this,
for the last one.
We blew it up like 4 times because it kept failing because we
Yeah,
kept putting too much stuff in there.
Yeah, everything just sort of went. Nope, it's dead and can't handle.
Okay, I'm back.
You want to see big boom so you can go to sleep. Me too. Crispy.
Yeah, I gotta get.
Let's
to
just
sleep
do
at some
like
point.
about half this. That's fine. That's fine. We'll do
Okay.
that. Okay, let me just get out. It's just loading everything for me right now. This is ridiculous. Let's get a lever.
So, is there anything that we can do to help with the falling entity lag? Is there anything we can turn off? Is there anything like server side settings that or?
Honestly, when this is done blowing up, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets better because
MJ Evans, pack rat, game rule, do tile drops false.
okay.
probably.
It looks like it's a copy and paste from your chat. Do you see it?
Okay.
0, yeah. Okay. Thank you, MJ Evans. That's exactly what I was just thinking. Like, is there a way to minimize the lag and maybe see the
Let's
boom
see if this
better?
works. There. Okay. I am going to flick the lever in 10 seconds. Ready?
Okay.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Oh.
Oh.
Ow. So we felt the shock. And I'm hovering over the
I
factory.
flew up to the surface.
Things are flying.
I'm in the factory.
I'm above
There's
the
still a
factory and
factory?
I felt that.
Oh,
Oh,
there.
oh.
There
not
is,
for
but
long.
shadows
Not
are
for long.
forming.
Oh man, there's
Shadows
blocks
are
shooting up.
forming.
Blocks
Yeah.
shooting up.
It's raining Kabul. Hallelujah.
Oh, I can see the factory from below.
Yeah.
I don't know if
there's
that's a
hole.
glitch through the world or if
Oh,
that's that.
wow.
Oh.
Oh my.
Sinkholes are starting to form on the beach. Blocking the water is seeping through the
Getting a
wheat
little
field.
better.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. That's
I can hear the booms.
Wow.
Oh, it's raining. It's raining.
Gotta load the. Okay, let's load.
Is it?
It's still going.
No, it's still updating things. It rain.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the hole up here. Yeah.
Yeah. We definitely have a sinkhole.
The thing is, it blew up bits where there was water,
Oh no, the water's updating.
So the water's
Yeah,
gonna.
that. The cobble rain is interesting.
Because we blew it up underneath the It's slowly. I'm on top of it right now. It's slowly destroying the reed farm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Block by block is just disappearing.
And we are on an island near the edge, and so.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Oh, and I know what's happening here. This is forming and unforming the. Why is it unforming the water? What is it doing?
It's freaking out.
It doesn't know. Oh yeah, I shouldn't stand there. It's probably not there anymore.
What is it doing?
You don't even know.
I don't.
No, that's what I mean.
Oh.
The server don't even know. It's. I mean, look at that. It's breaking.
I think it's blowing up. At the same time, it's
we'll
breaking.
blow up the water.
It can blow up the water. We were pretty far down though. I don't think it would have blown up that much water itself. The explosive is powerful enough to blow up water though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at
My
all this
world
water.
kind of looks like Seth Bling's Skyblock series thing.
Yeah.
This one little patch, it just keeps going.
Yeah,
I could just see a void.
Now you see me. Now
Void
you don't.
forming in the
Ow,
world.
Ow! Is that you fired up,
This is
meteor?
great.
Yes. I still.
Thought I was getting smacked.
Well,
Server FPS is at 3.
TPS, but yeah.
CPS ticks per second.
Yes.
It's still slowly updating the world. It's just... I think we blew it up from underneath for once. We always blow it up on top. I thought it would be kind of cool if we blew it up underneath. And you can see under here, it definitely did blow up a bunch of the water. If you... I need some night vision potion. Hold on.
The water's just about to reach the bottom, so... There it goes. It touched the bottom.
I really wanted to see the factory. I guess we really built that factory on better
Well,
foundations than we thought.
it's solid blocks underneath the factory itself, so...
Right.
I'm surprised we didn't make it all the way over to the fusion reactor, though.
Yeah.
No?
We came close. Oh, look how
right.
close it came.
The water
There
seems...
are holes in
Oh.
the roof of the factory.
Okay, there's the battery. It made it to the battery. That's as
There
close
are-
as it got.
There are random holes in the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Did he kill my...
Bubba George is fine. Bubba George is fine.
You survived.
Bubba George is fine.
That's the
There's
important thing.
random blocks that have been thrown through the air.
All right, well, that was
Oh, my
a good
battery
bit
just
of
barely
underground
survived.
destruction.
Aw, dude, you know what looks so
Oh
good?
no, there are broken blocks on the battery. Darn.
You know what looks good?
What?
My execution scene. It
A
looks
meteor?
like it's
Yes.
decrepit.
Have you seen this?
Seen what?
I didn't see this before. Come on over here.
Bubba George survived!
We already said that.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Execution scene definitely got a little bit haggard.
It looks good though.
Oh.
And the
yeah.
onion pumpkin is
Mhm.
good. The onion
Yeah.
pumpkin is good.
You're over by the middle of town.
Over by the middle of town?
Yeah. At Pigville, actually.
Is EA's
Alright.
office okay? I'm going with yes. It was a lot of fun this season, guys. I hope you guys
Come
had
on.
fun.
This looks pretty cool.
We'll come back again with something next
What?
time, but yeah, that is going to
Did
do
you-
it.
There's this thing. Did you see this over here?
Which thing are you guys talking about?
Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh
Pigville! No!
He lived.
He lives. He dropped it in the
And I
water.
can
It
show
took-
you one last thing, Pack, remember?
no! Neon, that was
Beautiful, wasn't it?
evil.
What you got, Bunsen?
Pigville, I love you.
Pigville makes sounds.
Aww.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because if you right-click on Pigville with a hammer, it's just like hitting him with an anvil because he's an anvil pig. I love that.
But the Pigville survived. Like we said earlier, you cannot kill the Pigville again.
Pigville, you're free. Free. Free Pigville, my friend. Go out and do more pig things. We'll see you next time.
All right. I don't know if we're going to come back with TFC
Evil
again,
Pig
but
Pig.
the TFC crew will be back some point with something. And it was a blast, so...
Quite literally, in fact.
Yep, it always ends that way. It's always the fun part. All right, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
He can live with me. It's okay. Pigville can live with me.